Hey everybody, I'm Kenneth Woods. I'm the Lions Roars news editor, and today we are back with another edition of Story of the Week. This week, our story is Lady Lions vanquish pair of Power 5 foes, achieve exceptional 8-1 start. This weekend, SLU Softball continued its 2024 campaign with a triplet of wins, including two over Power 5 conference teams. The Lady Lions' perfect weekend improved their record to 8-1 on the young season. SLU began 2024 in Youngsville for the 2024 Mardi Gras Mambo. The green and gold feasted their opponents as if they were king cake, collectively outscoring them 31-0 to open the season 5-0. Senior catcher Bailey Krosic, the reigning SLC player and hitter of the year, fueled SLU's dominance during the opening tourney. She batted a scorching .533, hit 2 home runs, and recorded 9 RBIs en route to earning her first SLC Hitter of the Week for 2024 and her third overall. They followed their monumental Mardi Gras debut with a not-so-lovely 4-1 road loss to LA Tech on Valentine's Day. 2 days later, they returned to their own stomping grounds for a pair of clashes against Power 5 opponents, including the Syracuse Orange out of the Atlantic Coast Conference and the Maryland Terrapins, hailing from the Big Ten. Last year, the Green and Gold went a disappointing 0-5 against Power 5 teams. This time around, they were looking to avenge last year's defeat while still reeling from the LA Tech loss. Despite the odds, the Lady Lions went on to show their unflinching resilience, vanquishing both Power 5 foes in clutch fashion. Friday, February 16th versus Syracuse. The three teams, as well as the Southeast Missouri Redhawks, met at North Oak Park for the 2024 Lion Classic. The Lady Lions' first game on Friday, February 16th, against Syracuse saw senior pitcher Ellie Dubois take the mound to start. The Shreveport native began her evening by tossing 2 strikeouts and surrendering 1 single through her first 2 innings of work. Senior outfielder Cam Goodman slugged a single to left field, sending 2 home and a sparking life in SLU's offense. Afterward, senior outfielder Kaylin Watson smacked an RBI single to increase the lead. The inning ended with SLU ahead early, 3-0. The Lady Lions immediately blew their lead in the top of the third thanks to a pair of fielding errors, ultimately contributing to a 4-run Syracuse rally. Dubois began the inning by inducing a pop-up from freshman catcher Taylor Davison. Things began to fall apart, though, for the Green and Gold defense soon after, as a fielding error allowed the Q's infielder Rebecca Clyde to safely reach base. Syracuse freshman infielder Mackenzie Foster reached safely on a fielder's choice, setting up senior outfielder Angel Jasso for an RBI single to cut the deficit to 2. Junior utility player Taylor Posner then hit an RBI double before another fielding error brought two more runs home, bringing the score to 4-3. Once the Lady Lions lost the lead, head coach Rick Freeman subbed out Dubois for senior pitcher Mary Catherine Como. Como induced a pop-up and a flyout, ending a miserable inning for the Lady Lions. Both offenses went quiet over the next 2 innings. In the top of the 5th, Como allowed 3 to reach base but got out of the jam unscathed, recording a strikeout in the process. In the bottom of the 5th, a couple of green and gold home runs lit up the Hammond sky, emphatically snatching back the lead. First, once senior catcher Bailey Krosic smacked a 1-out single, senior infielder Lexi Johnson smoked a 2-run blast over the center field for her first home run of the season. Not to be outdone, senior outfielder Audrey Greeley sent a moonshot over the left field wall, firmly placing the home team back in front 6-4. Johnson said it felt good to hit a home run against a Power 5 team and credited her team's work ethic and ability to grind out at-bats. The Qs once again showed a capacity for comebacks on top of the 6th with 2 runs to tie the game late. Como began the inning strong with a groundout and a strikeout. However, she then surrendered singles to Clyde and Foster, which prompted Freeman to replace her with senior pitcher Sarah Blanchard, who immediately gave up a full count walk to Jasso. Posner then hit a 2-run RBI single, drawing the game even. Blanchard threw a strikeout to end the inning and stemmed the bleeding 6-6. During the Lions at bat, sophomore outfielder Colin Cullivan began the bottom of the 6th with a single to third base, advancing to second off a Syracuse fielding error. Watson advanced to first before a wild pitch centered to second and Cullivan to third. With a go-ahead run in position, sophomore infielder Maria Detillier walked to the batter's box and hit a clutch triple to right field, sending Watson and Cullivan home and ultimately sealing the game for the Lady Lions. A 1-2-3 top of the 7th for the Blanchard put the finishing touches on a sounding victory over Syracuse, 8-6. Saturday, February 17th versus Maryland. The next day, the SLU faithful bundled up and battled the frigid winds to watch their team take on the Maryland Terrapins. On that nippy afternoon, Blanchard took the starting post, recording 2 strikeouts and allowing 2 hits and no runs for the first 5 innings. The Lady Lions weren't able to muster up much of an offense either, as their lone run through the first 5 frames was a Johnson solo shot to right center, her second home run in as many days. Beyond that, SLU didn't reach base in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th innings. Blanchard's lone blemish on an otherwise spectacular outing was in the 6th, when she surrendered a home run to the Terrapins' first baseman, Diamond Williams. Dubois came in for Blanchard following the score. A double play ended the top of the 6th with the game tied late 1-1. Once again, the Lady Lions began the bottom of the 6th tied against a Power 5 opponent, and once again, their steely resolve shined through. Clutch hitting and base running, coupled with untimely Maryland errors, would eventually allow the Southeastern to emerge victorious. Kaylin Watson drew a walk to start the inning, then stole second and reached third off a fielding error. She ran home due to another fielding error, while freshman infielder Chloe McGee safely reached base. Krosich and junior infielder Maddie Watson each hit RBI singles to pad SLU's lead. A Dubois 1-2-3 top of the 7th sealed a second consecutive gritty win over a Power 5 team, 4-1. Freeman praised his team's poise and clean execution following their back-to-back wins against Syracuse and Maryland. We knew it would be tough to keep Maryland's bats at bay. After they hit the long ball, I was pleased with how our team responded, giving us a lead going into the 7th and playing error-free defense. With last year's team, we weren't able to close the door against Power 5 teams, and that hurt us with getting a large bid to the regionals. This group, with a lot of returners, I felt tonight and last night they handled themselves well, Freeman said. The weekend concluded with much less fanfare. After narrowly defeating Syracuse and Maryland, the Green and Gold cruised to a 10-2 victory over Southeastern Missouri, finishing the Lion Classic 3-0 and 8-1 overall in the season. Blanchard cautioned our team to avoid getting comfortable and emphasized the importance of continuing to work hard despite their early success. We need to keep going, take it one game at a time, and never settle, Blanchard said. Fans can see the Lady Lions try and continue their impressive streak against the South Alabama Jaguars at 5 p.m. tonight at North Oak Park or watch them on ESPN+. Visit the Lions Roar for more information on SLU Softball. Thank y'all for listening to Story of the Week. This is Kenneth Woods, the news editor for the Lions Roar, signing off. Y'all take care.